Hi, Vinnie. Thanks for having me here. Let me just do a quick intro of myself. My name is David Fan, General Manager of Communications Cloud at Salesforce. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to be here to share with you a little bit more about Communications Cloud. And what we would like to do is to walk you through quickly in terms of the trends that we see in the industry and our product, and how our product help our customers to be more successful in their business.
Well, David, thank you for joining me. It should be exciting. I mean, so, between 5G and all the Starlink satellite and all that, we're entering a new phase of communications. So thank you for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely. Just as usual, I'm sure that you've seen this many times before. We may be talking about future roadmap and always make purchasing decision based on what is currently available. So Vinnie, what I would like to do is to share with you some of the trends that we are seeing in the industry. As you mentioned earlier, the 5G, the pandemic has actually changed, accelerated some of the key factors that we see in the industry. But the pandemic changes how people work and changes the expectation of being connected. Because of that, we see a new set of altnet or fiber providers coming into the market. Like you mentioned before, the 5G, we are seeing that the service provider are now starting to take advantage of the investment that they put in and trying to monetize that. And the 5G actually created a lot of interesting business model, including multi-dimensional partnership that encourages the service provider to work with equipment providers or content providers to provide more value to the customers. From the IT perspective or from the customer engagement perspective, we're seeing continuous trend, moving some of the processes to digital channels, to self-service. And there's also a strong momentum in terms of adopting productized solution, especially cloud-based productized solution, to accelerate and to bring more agility to the internal processes.
Okay.
And interestingly, Vinnie, we did a survey earlier this year. This sort of gives additional data point to some of the trends that we saw. Top of mind to a lot of the customers, subscribers, and industry experts, experience is still the #1 factor when it comes to being successful in this industry. Interestingly, 3/4 of the respondents also said that they would be interested in exploring getting services from non-traditional providers. Non-traditional providers include companies like Google, Amazon.
The hyperscalers using
that's right. The hyperscalers, and primarily because of the simplicity or the ease of doing business with those providers. We talked about before in terms of the trends of digital self-service. There is a strong momentum in the B2B space in terms of the B2B customers are now expecting to engage in the digital channels. Traditionally, it is done in the assisted channels.
Okay.
Now let's take a look at the Communications Cloud. Vinnie, as you know, Communications Cloud is built on top of the Salesforce Customer 360 platform. So it leverages for example, the integration platform, the Salesforce platform, the analytics platform. And what the Communications Cloud brings is a set of industry-specific data model that aligns to, for example, TMF SID definitions. And then we also provide a set of processes with the tooling that allow customer to extend those data model and processes as they see fit. Now, if we move one step up, which is where the communications specific application sits, These are the set of mission critical middle office applications that helps to connect the front office and the back office. It also provides the capabilities to provide a seamless interaction across different channels and be used in the different segments. So what I would like to do is share with you some of the details around how this Communications Cloud fits into the customer journey map. So this is another view of the customer journey map in terms of how we engage with the customer and to help serve the customers. Now, the dots in the purple lines are where the industry-specific capability comes in. So this is where the Communications Cloud plays. So the first box that you see there, the product management, this is an area where we provide capabilities for the service provider to define their offers very quickly. There could be offers, bundle services with different pricing. We also allow them to define the commercial definition as well as the fulfillment or the technical definition. So one example of that, Vinnie, is Telstra. It's one of the leading operator in Australia. They are using the Communications Cloud for their 20,000 users across the contact center and the retail store. One of the things that they did when they first embarked on this journey is to leverage the catalog management capability to dramatically simplify the offerings. So before they started the transformation project, they have close to 2,000 offers. And after they have re-architected based on our product architecture and capabilities, they were able to reduce the 2,000 offers to 20 offers, right? So this provides the simplicity. This also helped to improve the Net Promoter Score, and they were able to increase the Net Promoter Score by double digit by leveraging the catalog capabilities of ours. Now, if we move to the next set of industry capabilities there, we'll get into the industry CPQ, configure price quote, contract management, and commercial order management. These capabilities help our customer to streamline the negotiation, the contracting, and the ordering process. TELUS is a good example of that. TELUS is the leading operator in Canada. They use our product to digitalize their contract negotiation. Okay. Over 90% of the contracts are now digital, and they're able to reduce the time to quote as well as the order accuracy by leveraging our capabilities there.
This is their B2B business, I presume.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. TELUS is a B2B business that they're currently using our products for.
Yep. Mostly small businesses, or
how it's a small business to enterprise. So they do sell the solutions such as IPVPN, SD-WAN, more of enterprise services as well.
Okay.
The last piece I want to highlight, Vinnie, it's in the retention space. As you know, churn is a measurement that every operator measured against, and the retention strategy is very important. So what we have done is to provide industry capabilities around analytics and churn prediction to help our customers to anticipate the sentiment of the customer, of their customers, and to be able to offer the next best action. KPN is a good example of that, where they are using this analytics capability in their SMB business to provide next best offer, to be able to present relevant and complementary offers based on the context of the customer that they are serving. So they are seeing a strong uplift and the NPS score to go up as well by providing relevant recommendations.
And where are they from? What geography?
KPN is the leading operators in Netherlands.
Okay. I was thinking Korea.
No. Yeah, and the last piece here, Vinnie, is the loyalty management. I think this is one of the innovation that we did last year. which is very exciting. As you know, loyalty tends to have a direct correlation to customer retention. And so we developed the loyalty management for communications that essentially allow our customers to reward their customer based on relationships and the business that they provide.
Okay. Any customers there, or is still early?
We have an operator that started to embark on this in Latin America. I think historically we see that many operators will have some form of reward program, which is primarily driven by the billing system. But I think that the limitation of that is really to extend this relationship into different channels, to be able to introduce different partners, to bring the reward program or the loyalty program to be more interesting and more diversified.
Okay.
So hopefully that gives you a sense of.
Yeah, I'm glad you. Nice selection of countries and product usage. Yeah.
Great. So just to sum it up, Vinnie, I think there are a few things that we focus on for our communications customer. One is to allow them to create simple digital experiences. I think the example that we talk about, Telstra in Australia is a good example, where they want to provide that experiences across the different channels, assisted in store or contact center, or self-service through the web or mobile, to provide that very seamless integrated experience. This is one of the key focus and key capabilities of our Communications Cloud product. We also talk about streamlining product and services launch. We talk about 5G enabled a set of new offerings that our customers is able to bring to the market. Without catalog capabilities, they will be able to create those offers very quickly. We also talk about some of the operational aspect in terms of how we leverage the industry standards, how we improve the operational efficiency, such as improving the time to quote, the order accuracy, like the TELUS example that we talk about. That is one of the advantages of using our Communications Cloud. And last but not least, it's really about intelligence, embedded analytics throughout the customer journey.
Excellent.
So I hope that gives you a good overview.
Anything interesting coming up at Dreamforce?
Yeah, actually, some of the customers I mentioned will be presenting at Dreamforce. Telstra and TELUS will be joining us and talk about their journey next week at Dreamforce. We're very excited about that. We're also going to be showcasing a number of innovations next week in the area of enterprise self-service, tying back to some of the trends that we see, to provide automation to allow business customer to be able to do some of the tasks on their own. We're also going to be announcing our order management analytics to provide the fulfillment manager intelligence and to be able to visualize the performance of order orchestration and fulfillment tasks. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be an exciting week for us.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us again.